abandoned for over a year, this South Ibiza had seen better days.
Today, we're bringing it back to life, so stay tuned and find out how we get on. Will it be a straightforward fix, or are we going to uncover bigger problems?
Currently find Lee and I in the South Ibiza on the way to the garage, and it's something that I have always wanted to do. Go to a garage in the evening and work on a car with a mate. Lee's been dragged out of retirement, but we're going to go and get everything done this evening. So that includes brakes, tyres,
wipers,
because we actually can't see anything at the moment. And we have also upgraded our equipment. So I'm currently recording this on an Osmos. Is it an Osmos? Osmo. And I've got a mic. But we're pulling into the garage now, and I look forward to seeing what's going on. We've also noticed there's a knocking.
Yeah, that's not a knock, that's something rolling in the boot. Look.
Oh, I thought it was a knock.
Yeah. You'll learn.
Oh, well, let's find out if it is actually something in the boot. What have we got? All right, turns out the knock was, in fact, golf balls. There we are. All right, well, that's knocking noise sorted out. That's one fix ticked. We're going to get it on the ramp now.
No knocking.
No knocking, yeah, sorted.
Right, welcome to the garage. Let's get this car in on the ramp and get the work started. Now the first thing we have to do is get these nut covers off of the wheels, and the removing tool is located in this bag in the boot. Here's Lee showing off this tool I never knew existed. Now I'm not going to lie to you guys, we did actually take out all of these nuts, and we didn't actually need to. We then loosened all of the nuts on all of the wheels that we didn't need to do. Use a torque wrench to loosen the nuts, and then when they're loose you can use the gun, as they're easy to snap. This is actually a wheel we did need to take off.
What was that? You dropped your nut.
And this one, as we needed to get the tyres off and the brakes. Now we've done this, we'll get to the front of the car where we can start dealing with the oil.
So, pull the dipstick out a little bit.
Pull the dipstick.
Yep, that's it, mate. Oil cap off. Now I'm going to take it up.
We also found out today some good news, because this car, after checking, is actually worth 2,700 in good condition. So if we get it to where it needs to get to, it could achieve that figure. What do you reckon, mate?
What's that?
2,700 for this value.
That's the recommended retail from Auto Trader. I reckon you put it up for, so we'll look, see what's on there. But yeah, if the car's in top condition.
But you're going to get it into the top condition,
yeah,
isn't
it? We'll get it in top condition. And obviously it's going to be sold with a warranty as well.
We will get it cleaned properly once it's out of the body shop. Until then, there's not really much point. And we just wanted to sort of expose all of this just so that we knew what we're dealing with. I'm really happy with this car.
See this cover here, taking this off because the oil filter's up there. Just up there.
Oh, is this when it absolutely canes it out?
Yeah, come closer.
No!
Oil's going to be hot as well, so it probably will come out quite quick.
Hey!
Oil looks clean to be fair.
Yes, because he's been topping it up, because he's been losing it. Look at that. It's like bleeding. There we are. So we're now changing the oil filter, which is located at the front of the engine, and I'm expecting to get absolutely soaked in oil.
Whoever last put that on way too tight.
Right, should I run?
Don't need to run, but just it's going to drip down.
Is it going to
there.
get my
Go back a little
UTNs?
bit, 'cause it's going to drip down there.
Alright, go on then, go. Hey! Oh, that doesn't look... That looks alright, doesn't it, actually?
Yeah, but it's obviously where it's had this leak and he's just been topping it up, like you said. Because the oil does look fresh coming out.
Oh, mate.
Right, watch it.
Go on then, go for it. Look at that. Fresh oil filter. So talk me through the sump plug potential leak and how that...
Leaking around the seal, around the washer.
So have you got a new washer for it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you'd be able to fit a oil service on my van, like tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Because my van does need an oil service. In fact, it needs a service. No, it's a fleet vehicle. Mate, it's a fleet vehicle. It's a green... in fact, it's actually in Greenfox's name now. Let us know as well if you want to see how we maintain the vehicles we use, because they do so much mileage. Obviously driving up and down. Yesterday I was in Manchester and then came back. Almost got stuck in the Pennines, by the way, because it was snowing and the lorry decided to stop.
It's the new filter, yeah? It's the new filter.
Fresh. Lovely. It's like an unboxing experience for everyone.
And always, when you put the filters on, always make sure you just put a little bit of lubricant, a little bit of oil.
Lee loves lube.
Love it.
Where are you lubing?
No,
Oh, you're just using a bit of that lube?
Yeah, just put a little bit of lube
Lovely.
around the rim.
You just, yeah, you see.
A little bit of lube around the rim.
Yeah. You've got really good technique there.
That's it. Just so when you're tightening it up, it just seals nicely rather than pinching the rubber. Oil filters, really, you only just want to do them hand tight. You don't want to over tighten them. But because I can't get up there and get my hand and get a grip on it properly, I've done it as tight as I can with my hand.
Yeah.
And then just give it a little turn like that. That's more than
Nice. So we're basically
okay.
We're okay, and we have a fresh filter on this car. Another thing that I have always wanted to do is, whilst working on a car in a garage in the late evening, is have a Red Bull just to get me through the night. Because it's currently as late as, well, it's 7:10, but let's pretend it's midnight. Nice. So we now have the new washer on, and these just tightening up the bolt.
Perfect.
You happy with that?
Yep.
So I assume the only way to test this is fill it full of oil.
Yeah, we'll fill it up, run it up, double check it.
When you say run it up,
Yeah,
I mean run it up to
get
temperature.
up to temperature, run it up, check it, make sure the oil filter's not leaking, sump plug's not leaking.
So is that it for the time being? In terms of just the oil leak, that is so far our first step to figuring out if that was the only leak this car had.
Yeah, well, like I say, that oil cap wasn't on properly, and where the previous owner had this oil leak and he's topping it up himself,
He's just left the cap
he's
off.
not put the cap on properly, so that could have been throwing oil at the top where the cap weren't sealed.
Ah,
So,
right. Well, fingers crossed on that
a
one.
couple of easy fixes there.
So Lee's now got the oil, which we're going to replace because I've drained everything out. And this vehicle, we just checked on. What's that thing you use?
Auto data.
Auto data, and it takes 3.2 litres. So we'll top that up, and as you can see, it's my lovely battery that I fitted. Let's get that in there.
Some engines you can just pour and it will go in quickly. With these, where it's got like a cover there, so if you pour too quick, it will just come back out.
If you want to buy a motorbike,
That is actually
you
for sale.
can actually buy that.
That actually is for sale.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is for sale.
Interested, leave us a comment, and then I'll talk to you about price on it.
But I mean, that is a nice bike, isn't it? Let's be
Low
honest.
mileage, right? I think it's done about 12,000 miles.
That is unbelievable. I love motorbikes, but I just haven't got the bottle to get on and ride anymore because.
Mate, I stopped riding. I used to I had every motorbike going. R1s, GSX-R 1000s, BMW 1000 RR. I used to be a Tesla bikes, riding them all the time. But
Kids.
mate,
I'm
the
just
older
like,
I've
no.
got, it's just, I used to think I was invincible when I was younger. And
We all do.
yeah, I actually come off my R1. I had an R1 Big Bang.
And then
So
literally had a big bang.
actually bang, yeah. To be fair though, I was riding motorbikes since I had mopeds when I was 16, then first superbike when I was 21, and I was riding them all throughout my 20s. But now I just like, the road is too manic. It's too manic. It's no good riding motorbikes in England.
We're now going to top up the washer fluid. There we go. Oh mate, now that if that was me, it would be going over the battery and everywhere. That is Techers.
Techers.
That is proper
Do you know
Techers.
what as well? I was just thinking.
That clean you done on this the other day.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed, mate. All this still.
So it is actually going to get a proper clean.
I'll let you off. That was only.
And we lost light, and I'm going to give it a proper clean. Yeah, once it's out of the body shop. There's no point of doing it prior to then because it's just going to get stuff everywhere. And actually, there's not that much work that needs to go into getting this car straight. If you're buying a car that's of a little bit of age, you're going to expect a couple of little dinks, right? But obviously, this we're going to fix, no doubt about that. We're going to fix the side panels, for sure. That's pretty much it. And obviously get all of this madness that's in this boot out, because it is literally madness. I'm sure that can buff out. And obviously that just needs a lick of paint. Look at it. Right, back to fixing things, and Lee has the brand new filter, and he's going to now undo the filter housing to expose the filter. Now, given that this car is the car that just keeps on giving, we didn't actually expect to pull out a pretty much brand new filter. So we just put the filter back in the filter. We then fire up this 1.4 beast of an engine and run it up to temperature. We get it back up in the air to get underneath and have a look to make sure there's no oil leak. Once that incredibly slow process of getting that car up on that ramp, we get underneath and look at the oil filter and we spot no leaks. We then get over to where the sump plug is and make sure that is also safe and not leaking. You now join us with a GoPro which is incredibly zoomed in, as our Osmo camera failed to record this part of the video. But it wasn't a bad thing, because ultimately you didn't get to see me make an absolute arse of myself on the right hand side wheel, as I really did struggle to get it off. We'll leave it to Lee, the expert. Lee's using his screwdriver to push the piston back, which will help in releasing the disc. We then get onto the slider bolts, also known as brake caliper guide pins or slide pins, which help align the brake caliper with the brake rotor. I think they look like bullets personally, but they're lubricated to allow the brake pads to move smoothly. Lee undoes the final bolt so we can get the caliper off and take the brake pads out. Discs have definitely seen better days, because as you can see, there's a lip here and it is definitely in need of new discs. As for the pads, we assessed the situation, and given it's been sat there for a whole year, we thought it's just best practice to change them. Now, as I was trying to get my Guy Ritchie shot, Lee's just come over and given me this file, so I guess I better put my PPE on and start filing. I continued this process for what felt like an eternity, and one thing I did learn, and very quickly, is when you hit your hand against metal, it hurts. Lee's currently spraying this with brake cleaner, because new discs come with a light coating of grease on them to prevent rust during manufacturing, storage and shipping. Now cleaned, Lee lines the disc back on the hub, puts this little screw in to stop it moving around, wedges his screwdriver in the caliper and tightens up the screw. He then adds a small amount of brake grease to the metal-to-metal contact points on the back of the pads, specifically where the pad backing plate touches the caliper, ensuring never to get any grease on the friction surface of the pads itself. This helps prevent noise and smooths the sliding action of the pads within the caliper. Lee then starts tightening up the slider bolts at the back of the calipers, and the brakes are all good to go. And now to my least favourite part of this job.
I remember I had to change the tyre. Mate, honestly, I haven't used this machine in, I can't even remember the last time. Definitely over a year.
You can see where it's worn as well, that it's worn uneven, so we'll have to do the tracking on that car.
One thing to do as well, this car ain't got it, but when you use this to break the bead of the tyre, never do it there, because if it's got a tyre pressure sensor, you'll end up breaking the tyre pressure sensor. Okay. So always go opposite away from it. Look, use that bit to hook the tyre, yeah?
Yeah.
Push it down, get under the bead, like that. Push it round this side, make sure it's off, and then it'll go easy, like that. Do you know what's even harder? Do you know with this cold weather, tyres are even harder. They're so like stiff.
I've got it with the bouncy castles, mate. In the winter, it's terrible.
cleaning up the rim just to make sure it seals nicely. Always replace the valve as well. So new valve.
It's quite funny seeing you do this because I've never seen you actually do anything. And in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I don't know what I'm doing.
215 45 16. Just double check. 215 45 16. Yeah. So this is tyre salvage, yeah? Put this on just to help it slide on the rim. Because otherwise, with the machine, putting it on, where you've got to stretch the tyre over, you the soap just helps it so you don't get any tears in the tyre. Get the tyre on, look. See what I mean about the soap? Helps it slide, so it just glides on nicely. So you wrap it around like that, so it's over that bit, under that bit, yeah? Mm-hmm. Then just feed it round. And same again, this side. So over and under. Over that bit, under that bit. Bit of pressure on here. Some tyres are really hard to get on, and that's why you've got all these levers here to help you do it, like low profile tyres. But this should go on just like this.
I think he might have liked to curb quite bad.
Yeah. Now, put some air in it.
Bit of a gap though.
To be fair, we're going to refurb these wheels.
It's up to you. I think we should.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. But it's a bit of a waste of time because being the tyres, because we could have just got the tyre shop to put them on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that. See the old weights.
Yeah.
Take the old weights off. And on the inside as well. 16-inch. So that one, this one here is the size of the wheel, what inch. This is the diameter of the wheel. And 20. So then you spin this. So it's saying it don't need no weights on that side, but it wants 20 on this side. And wherever it stops is the top dead centre, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Wheels have been balanced, tyres changed, and they are back on the car. Look at that, fresh set of rubber. And there we have it. We have tyre on, bolted. We've only done it loosely. Well, we haven't torqued it up because we'll do that with the bar. But that is a fresh set of tyres, fresh discs and pads. Lovely.
Right, so now I've finished all the service work, tyres, brakes. So now I'm going to go to the body shop to get the body work done. Next step.
And we've also made an executive decision that these wheels are going to be refurbed because they have been curbed on every corner. We also are finding that this car, albeit great for the business, doesn't require a huge amount of work. We want to ask you guys if you want to see some more extreme things, because Lee has not long ago fixed a Porsche, what was it?
Cayman GTS.
And it is absolutely stunning. I'll add some pictures here, and you'll also see it rolling in as it came. It was crash damaged, and look, we're not trying to replicate or copy a Matt Armstrong.
No, I bought this about 14, 15 months ago.
He's done this for a long time, haven't he?
I bought this car, smashed up, rebuilt it. Let us know in the comments if you want to see some content on that as well.
So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
That Porsche as well, if you want to see content.
Yeah,
on
for
that.
me,
We'll
just-
definitely do a road trip in it though, 100%.
100 likes and we'll take it to Europe. 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes in this video. Let's get this car out on the road and have some fun with it. Bye.